Hello my dear children, hope all of you are keeping well. Welcome to class 3rd Mathematics. Today we will study fractions. Fractions. First of all, students, let us understand why we need fractions. Let's take you are hungry and your mother is making some paratha for you. Now 3 friends of you came to your house and your mother gave 1 paratha to each of your friends and to you also. Let us see. This is you and these are your friends. Okay, friend 1, friend 2, three friends came to your house. This is you and this is your friend 1, friend 2, friend 3. Okay, now your mother gave 1 paratha to each one of you. One paratha. Okay, so each one of you got one paratha. Okay, now what happened? You were hungry, right? So you ate 1 and you asked 1 more paratha and your mother gave you 1 more paratha. But your friends, they were not hungry. So what your friend 1 did? Divided the paratha into 2 equal parts. Okay, and your friend ate 1 from 1 piece from 2 equal parts. And friend 2, what your second friend did? Divided the whole paratha into 4 equal parts and ate 1 part only, right? See, 1 part only yet. And your next friend, friend 3, what your third friend did? Divided the whole paratha into 8 equal parts. Okay, 8 equal parts. Okay, all are equal parts, equal pieces, and your third friend took only 1 piece out of that. Now your mother asked how much paratha each one of you ate. Then you said, Mother, I ate 2 parathas. Then what about these friends? What will they say? See, friend 1, your first friend has ate only 1 paratha, out of which he ate only 1 piece. Divided into 2 equal parts, only 1 part he took, right? And what about friend 2? Divided the whole paratha into 4 equal pieces, okay, and took only 1 piece out of that. How your friends will write these numbers? How much paratha they have taken? Okay, so in this case, my dear students, these are called fractions. If you know fractions, then you can express what part of the paratha you have eaten, right? So these are fractions. You need to know fractions. If they don't know fractions, then they cannot express what part of the paratha, how much paratha they have eaten, right? So you must know fractions to express numbers, to show what part of the whole, to show the part of whole. Okay, they have not eaten the whole paratha, but they have divided the paratha into some equal parts and they have eaten some parts out of that, right? So, parts of whole, they have eaten some parts of the whole paratha, right? Okay, so these are fractions. So, in kitchen also, your mother use fractions daily. See, like to make a cup of tea, she needs, what she needs? To make a cup of tea, she needs 3/4 cup of milk, right? Milk and 1/4 cup of water and needs 1 spoon of tea leaf, right? 1 spoon of tea leaf and half spoon of sugar. Spoon of sugar, right? Sugar. So my dear students, see 3/4, 1/4, 1/2. These are fractions. Correct? So we use fractions in our daily life. Right? So these are the uses of fractions. We need to understand fractions thoroughly so that we can use this. Okay, we use this in daily life, but we don't understand. Okay, now you can understand the use of fractions and you can use fractions in your daily life. Right? So let us understand fractions. So what is fractions? A fraction is an equal part of a whole. Just recall how that paratha has divided and your friends, they have taken some paratha, okay, from the whole. Some part of the paratha of the whole paratha, right? So your friend, they have divided the paratha into some equal parts and they ate some parts out of the whole. So fractions is an equal part of a whole. When you represent number, when you write number, we shows equal parts. Equal part of whole, that is called fractions. How we will write? We will understand that. It represents one or more equal parts. They can eat one part or they can take more than that also. Okay? Of the whole object. Okay, if this is paratha, so your friend has divided into 4 equal parts. Your friend can take one part or your friend can take more than one part also. Right? So how to write this? This is called fractions. Okay? So writing the number that represents what part of the whole you have taken, this is called fractions. Let us take an example and understand. So here is a chocolate and this chocolate has divided into 2 equal parts, right? You can see this is the whole chocolate and whole chocolate has divided into 2 equal parts. 1, 2. So 2 things you need to understand. So what is that? Whole. One is whole and another one is part of whole. Right? So here let me shade. I have taken one part. Okay. Here 2 parts are there. The whole has been divided into 2 equal parts and I took one part. Okay. I took one part. Now you tell me how to write this number. See, to write this number, I must know two things. One is what part of the whole I have taken. I have taken one part, right? So I will write one part of the whole I have taken. But what is the whole? See, 1, 2. Whole is 2 because the whole has been divided into 2 equal parts. So 1, 2. So whole is equals to 2 because the whole has divided into how many parts? 2 equal parts. So if you will take 2 parts, then that becomes whole. So whole equals to 2. Now how to write this? Okay. So how to write? Let us understand. So how to write while writing a fraction? All of you remember, part of whole will be at the upper side and the whole will be at the lower. Okay. That means part of whole I will write upside. There is a line. Okay. There is a line between the part of whole and the whole. Okay. So at the upper part I will write part of whole. Upper side I will write part of whole, and at the lower side I will write whole. Okay. Now you see, part of whole equals to 1. So I will write in part of whole 1. Then I will put a line. Okay. What that line says, I will explain you in your next class. But now you understand how to write fractions. So part of whole, that is 1. So I have written 1. And whole, what about whole? 2, right? I have already written. So instead of whole, I will write 2. Now this is the fraction. This is deduct 1 by 2 or 1/2. Right? This is 1 by 2 or 1 upon 2 or 1/2 also you can say. Right? Now let's take another chocolate. See, this chocolate has divided into 3 equal parts. Very interesting. Let me take one part out of this. Very nice chocolate. Let me take one part. This part I will take. Okay, I have taken one part. I have taken one part. See, this chocolate has divided into how many equal parts? Equal parts. See, if we'll divide this chocolate into unequal parts, then we can't, okay, write in fractions. So you have to divide the chocolate into equal parts. So I have divided it into 3 equal parts. So 1, this is my first part, this is my second part, this is my third part, right? And I have taken one part out of this, right? Now I told you that you need to find 2 things. One is part of whole, means what part you have taken, how many parts you have taken from the whole. So here part of whole, how much I have taken? Only one part I have taken, right? So part of whole equals to 1. Then what about the whole chocolate? How many parts it has been divided into? The whole has been divided into 3 equal parts. Here you can see 1, 2, 3. So whole equals to 3, right? Because the whole has been divided into 3 equal parts. So whole equals to 3, right? Now I have told you how to write fractions, right? How to write fractions? Part of whole by a line by whole, right? It's so easy. So part of whole is how much? How many parts I have taken? I have taken only one part. So instead of part of whole, I will write 1, then the line, straight line, okay? Line, then whole. Whole is how much? 3. because the whole has been divided into 3 equal parts. So whole equals to 3. Now instead of whole I will write 3. So 1 by 3 is the fraction. Okay. The part I have taken, that is 1 by 3. So I have written 1 by 3 of the whole chocolate. Right? Very nice. 1 by 3. You know, this is also rated as 1/3. See, 3 is at the lower part. So I will read it as 1/3. Right? Now next example. See, here the whole chocolate has been divided into 4 equal parts. Very interesting. 4 equal parts. Let me take one part then. Here I have taken one part. I add this part of the chocolate. Now if someone will ask me, what part of the chocolate you have taken? Is this confusing? No. Now I can answer because I understood how to write fractions. So I need to find two things. One is part of whole. What part of the whole chocolate I have taken? I have taken only one part. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole chocolate has been divided into 4 equal parts and I have taken only one part. Right? So, what part of the whole I have taken? I have taken only one part of the whole chocolate. Right? Then what is the whole? See, the whole chocolate, the complete chocolate has been divided into 4 equal parts. So, whole equals to 4 because you have divided the whole chocolate into 4 equal parts and I took only one part of the chocolate. So, part of whole equals to 1 and your whole equals to 4. Right? Now, you are asking me to write, ma'am, what part of the chocolate you have taken? Right? Write it in fraction. So, how to write? I know that in fractions, I need two things. One is part of whole and whole. How to write? Part of whole upon or put a line, okay, by whole, right? By whole. So, part of whole. What part of the whole I have taken? I have taken only one part. So, I will write 1 instead of part of whole. Right? Then I will put a line and instead of whole, I will write what? I will write 4 because the whole is 4. Right? And what part of the chocolate I have taken? Now, I have taken 1 by 4 part of the chocolate. Right? 1 by 4. And 1 by 4 is also read as 1/4. Okay? 1/4. See, 4 is in the lower part. So, I will read it as 1/4. 1 is at the upper part. So, I will write from up to down 1/4. Right? Okay. Let's take another example. Another chocolate has come. Very nice. And here you can see the whole chocolate has divided into 5 equal parts. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 equal parts. Very interesting. Now see, let me take one part very quickly because I love chocolate. So I can't wait. So I have taken one part. Right? I have taken one part. Now, if you'll ask me, ma'am, what part of the whole you have taken? Tell us in fractions. Now, students, we need to find two things, right? So, one is part of whole. What part of the whole you have taken? You have marked, you have shaded. So, one part I have shaded or I have taken that part, right? So, what part of the whole I have taken? I have shaded one part only. So, part of whole equals to 1, right? But what is the whole? Right? So whole chocolate has been divided into 5 equal parts. Here you can see, right? So whole equals to 5, right? Whole equals to 5. And you know how to write fractions, right? So what part of the whole I have taken? So I will write part of whole by whole, right? Part of whole by whole. That is 1 by 5. How 1 by 5? See, part of whole is how much? 1, because only one part I have taken, or only one part has been shaded, right? So instead of part of whole, I will write 1, and instead of whole, I will write 5, right? I will write 5. So what part of the whole I have taken? 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Okay, you can also say 1 up on 5, right? It can also be said like 1/5. See, 1 is at upside, right? 1 is at the upper part. So 1/5. 5 is in the lower part, right? So 1/5. 1/5, right? Now look at this chocolate, right? This chocolate has been divided into how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let me mark 4, 5, 6. 6 equal parts, right? Divided into 6 equal parts. Let me take one part. Let me shade one part. Okay, I have shaded one part. Now, can you tell me what part of the chocolate I have taken? Okay, what part of the chocolate I have taken? I have taken only one part, right? So, how to write in fractions, right? So, we know that two things we need. How much I have shaded or how much I have taken. Only one piece I have taken out of these 6 pieces, right? So, part of whole that I have taken equals to 1, right? And what is the whole? Your whole is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, whole equals to 6, right? Now, how to write in fractions? You know, part of whole by whole. So, here it is. Part of whole is 1. So, instead of part of whole, I will write 1. And instead of in the place of whole, in the place of part of whole, I will write 1, because part of whole, what part of the whole I have taken? Only 1. So, instead of part of whole, I will write 1. And instead of whole, I will write 6, because the whole chocolate has been divided into 6 equal parts. So, instead of whole, I will write 6. So, this is written as 1 by 6 or 1 upon 6, right? You can also read it as 1/6, right? 1/6. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all. So, what you have understood? What are fractions? Fractions are numbers which shows equal parts of a thing, right? So, here is a triangle. See, triangle has been divided into 2 equal parts, right? So, the question is, what part of the triangle colored green? See, the triangle has been divided into 2 equal parts, 1, 2, and the question is, what part of the triangle colored green? See, here I need fractions, right? See, as I had told you that we need two things to answer this question. Part of the triangle which has been shaded green. So part of whole. So one part only. Here you can see there are two parts in this triangle, two equal parts, and one part has been shaded green. So part of whole which has been shaded green, that is one part. Okay. Now what is whole? The whole equals to 2. Why? Because the whole triangle, this triangle has been divided into two equal parts. Okay. So whole equals to 2. Now we need to write the fraction, right? We need to write the number, right? Which shows the part of the triangle colored green. So answer, you know how to write fractions, right? So part of whole, then a line, then whole. Part of whole by whole. So instead of part of whole, I will write in the place of part of whole, I will write what? 1. Right? Why 1? Because only one part of the whole triangle has been shaded green. So instead of part of whole, I will write 1 because it has been asked in the question, the triangle colored green. So one part only which has been colored green. So instead of part of whole, I will write 1 by whole. Look at the whole triangle. It has been divided into two equal parts. So instead of whole, I will write 2. So this is 1 by 2. That means answer is 1 by 2 part of the triangle colored green. Right? It is also read as 1/2. What part of the triangle colored white? Can you answer this? What part of the triangle colored white? Only one part it has been colored white, right? So part of whole equals to 1 because only one part of the whole triangle has been colored white. So part of whole equals to 1. Now what is whole? See that this triangle has been divided into how many equal parts? Two equal parts. 1, 2. So whole equals to 2. Now how to write the part of triangle colored white? How to write the fraction? So answer, fraction, we know that part of whole, then a line, then whole will come. So instead of part of whole, I will write 1 because only one part has been colored white, right? So equals to 1. And instead of whole, I will write 2. So part of whole, instead of part of whole, I will write 1 by, then a line, then instead of whole, I will write 2 because the whole triangle has been divided into two equal parts, right? So your answer is 1 by 2 or 1/2, right? So put a line. Next question. Wow, pizza has come. See, look at this pizza. This pizza has been divided into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 equal parts, right? Let me take one part out of this, right? Let me take this part. I love pizza, but we shouldn't eat pizza much because this is junk food, right? So I have taken one piece only. Now can you tell me what part of the pizza I have eaten? Okay, now I need to use fractions. So part of whole. What part of the whole I have taken? I have taken only one piece, okay, of the whole pizza, and the whole pizza has been divided into 6 equal pieces, right? So part of whole equals to 1 because I have taken only one piece. So whole equals to 6 because the pizza has been divided into 6 equal pieces, right? So whole equals to 6. Now what part of the pizza I have eaten? That is 1 by 6, right? As you know how to write fractions, part of whole, then a line, then whole. So part of whole by whole. So part of whole equals to 1. So I will write 1. Then whole equals to 6. So I will write 6. Right? So the fraction is 1 by 6. It is also read as 1/6. Right? This is part of whole and this is your whole. 1/6. Right? So now I am hungry little bit. So I want more pieces to eat. So let me take another piece and one more piece. So here I have taken 3 pieces. Now 1 by 6 fraction is not sufficient because 1 by 6 it shows only one part of the whole pizza, right? So here I have taken 2 more pieces. Now how many pieces I have taken? How many pieces I have taken? So parts of whole equals to 3. Here I have taken 2 more pieces. So I have taken how many pieces? 1, 2, 3. So part of whole equals to 3. Right? So what about the whole? Whole is equal to 6 because the whole pizza has been divided into 6 equal pieces, right? Then what part of the whole I have eaten? What's the fraction? So we know that how to write fractions? Part of whole by this line by whole, right? So instead of part of whole, I will write 3 because here I have taken 3 pieces. So this is 3, part of whole is 3 and whole is 6. So 3 by 6, right? So this is your part of whole and this is your whole. Okay, this is also read as 3/6. Okay, read from upper part to lower part. At the upper part, what has been written? 3 has been written. So 3. Then lower part 6. So it is read as 6th. So 3/6. Right? Now next question. Look at this circle. Okay, this circle has been divided into how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3 equal parts, right? Now see, if someone will ask you what part of the circle are shaded. What part of the circle are shaded? So 2 parts has been shaded. See, pink color shade. So there are 3 equal parts and 2 parts has been shaded. In the question, what it has been asked? What part of the circle are shaded? Right? Those shaded part, that is 2. 1, 2. 2 parts has been shaded. 1, 2. Right? Out of these 3 total parts, 2 parts has been shaded pink. Okay? So, your answer is 2 by 3. How? See. See, parts of whole. Okay, parts of whole. What part of the whole has been shaded? Equals to 2 parts has been shaded. And whole equals to, whole is how much? Whole equals to 3. Why 3? Because the circle has been divided into 3 equal parts. Okay? When 3 parts combine together, they form whole. So, whole equals to 3. Out of that whole, 2 parts has been shaded pink color. So, parts of whole equals to 2. Right? So, how to write fractions? Part of whole, then a line, then whole. So, instead of part of whole, I will write 2 and instead of whole I will write 3. So your answer is 2 by 3. Right? It is also read as 2/3. Right? I told you already that we will read from top to bottom. So the upper part it has been written 2. So 2, and in lower part it has been written 3. So 2/3. Right? Then next question, what part of the circle is not shaded? What part of the circle is not shaded? Right? Now you can answer, I think only one part of this circle has not been shaded, right? So part of whole equals to 1. Right? So part of whole which has not been shaded. So part of whole not shaded, right? Not shaded equals to 1. And what about the whole? Your whole is equals to 3, because the whole circle, this circle has been divided into 3 equal parts. So whole equals to 3. Part of the whole not shaded. What part of the whole not shaded? This part. This is not shaded. Not shaded. Right? This part has not been shaded. Has not been shaded. Okay? So only one part has not been shaded. So part of whole not shaded equals to 1 and whole is 3. So how to write in fractions? Part of whole by whole. That means 1 by 3. Right? So 1 by 3. How to read this? 1 by 3 also you can say. You can also say 1/3. 3 is at the lower part. So third. So 1/3. Right? Now question is, color each shape as indicated by the fraction below it. So see, first one is 1 by 6. So what this 1 shows? 1 is, I have already told you, part of whole. The upper part of the fraction shows part of whole and the lower part shows whole. Right? So part of whole. What part of the whole we have to shade? Only one. See, 1 has been written. So you have to shade only one part of this whole. So one part I have shaded. Right? Now go to the B part. 1 by 8. 1/8. Okay. So part of whole. Part of whole. Part of whole is 1. That means we have to shade only one part from this whole. So any one part you can shade. Right? Now next, 1/5. Right? So upper part shows part of whole. Right? So part of whole and lower part shows whole. So what part you need to shade? Part of whole is 1. That means you can shade any one part. Right? Shaded. Now go to the D part. 1/7. So is there 7 equal pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. See, the whole is 7. Right? Here whole has been written 7. That means the circle has been divided into 7 equal pieces. Now what part of the whole you need to shade? part of whole. The upper part shows part of whole, right? This is 1. So you need to shade only one part of the whole. So you can shade any one part as you wish. Okay, I have shaded only one part. This part I have shaded. Right? Now match the following. Very interesting. See, now we will match. So, first one. So it has been divided into 2 equal parts, right? So how to write this? Only one part has been shaded. So at the upper part, I will write part of whole. So one part has been shaded. So I will write 1 by whole. Whole has been divided into how many parts? 2 parts. So this is 1 by 2. Right? So next one is, now let's write the fractions first. Then we will match. So next circle, see how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Only one part has been shaded. So I will write 1 and the circle has been divided into 5 equal parts. So whole equals to 5. So 1 by 5. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8 equal parts. Only one part has been shaded. See, only one part has been shaded. Only one piece. Right? So, part of whole equals to 1. And there are 8 equal pieces. 8 equal parts. So, 1 by 8. Right? Next circle has been divided into how many parts? 3 parts. So how to write in fraction? See, only one part has been shaded. So 1 part of whole equals to 1 and whole is your 3. Because the circle has been divided into 3 equal parts. So 1 by 3. Now go to the next circle. This circle has been divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right? So one part only shaded. So 1 by 6. 6 is your whole. Next circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equal parts. And only one part that has been shaded. So part of whole which has been shaded equals to 1. So 1 by 9. Because the circle has been divided into 9 equal parts. So 1 by 9. Right? Now we will match. First circle shows 1 by 2. So where is 1 by 2? Here we have 1 by 2. Right? Next is 1 by 5. Where is 1 by 5? Here it is. And next one is 1 by 8. Okay, here you have 1 by 8. Next circle is 1 by 3. Okay, here you have 1 by 3. Next one is 1 by 6. Here you have 1 by 6. Next one is 1 by 9. And here you have 1 by 9. Correct? Do practice. Hope this is clear to you all. Do lots of practice.